8 things I wish I knew about e-commerce before I started. If you have watched this video before, then you know that I started an e-commerce store for a bit over a year ago. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the things I learned from running that e-commerce store that I wish I knew before I started it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is be prepared. If you're thinking about starting an e-commerce store, having stop losses are as important as having goals. And by that I mean, if things go south, you need to know when you should leave the sinking ship and rethink your e-commerce idea. I'm not saying you should create a 10-page business plan, but having a stop loss, a high realistic set goal, and knowing how much money you need to make every month is always good to know. And please, don't sell just whatever is trending. Today is almost possible to sell anything online. But if you don't have the stubbornness, the patience, and money to get something to work, you will fail. An easy test to do on yourself is, if you think your product is trash, you probably don't understand it enough. Or it is just trash. And why sell trash to others? And to know if your product idea or e-commerce idea is trash, then we come into the next thing, which is always run a pre-sale. By running a pre-sale, you get the chance to validate your business idea or the product idea you're going to sell before you invest too much money and time into it. And by pre-selling, you also get to learn who your product is for and who your product is not for. And also by pre-selling, you might find your first customers and users who can help you make your product even better before you have the main launch event. But don't trust your customers' words or people's words. Trust them when they pay you. And that leads us to the next thing I wish I knew before I started my e-commerce store, and that is have a deep understanding of what you're selling before you're going to sell it. And why is that? Well, if you have a deep understanding of what you're selling, you will be able to communicate your product or whatever you're selling in a compelling and easily understandable way. In this way, you get more bang for the buck out of your marketing efforts. And by that I mean you get more visitors to become customers who use and preferably love what you're selling. There are millions of ways you can market your e-commerce store today, but the best marketing is to have thrilled customers who recommends your products to others. And to get thrilled customers, you have to make awesome products that your customers love, not by pushing ads into your customer's face. So a lot of the marketing efforts are actually going to be put into making awesome products, and that will translate to getting better results out of your ads. So that leads us to choosing the right e-commerce platform. If you're stuck choosing between two options of e-commerce platforms, choose the one that fits your values and your skills. So it's actually not that complicated. Do you want an e-commerce platform that is really easy to start, easy to manage, it's scalable from the start, and you're okay with some boundaries? Then choose Shopify. And if you want an e-commerce platform that is 100% customizable, it's open source, it got a big community around it, and you don't mind if it's a bit harder to get started, then choose WooCommerce. And now when you're thinking about which e-commerce platform you're going to choose or how your e-commerce store is going to look like, my recommendation is keep it stupid simple, but don't expect your customers to be stupid, then you got off on the wrong foot. Helping your customers to get what they want or what they need should begin from the point that they get to know about your brand or about what you're selling. And I can't stress how important it is to help your customers to understand your product better without they needing to read a paragraph of text or watch a 10-minute long video. So stay on brand, but make your store design, all the text, all the photos, all the videos, everything as clear and simple to understand as possible, but don't make it boring. And that brings us to the last point, which is be creative, but don't change what's working. You have to find ways that you and only you can stand out with your brand. What do you have that others don't that can be an unfair advantage for you? So focus most of your time into the bucket where things are working and what brings in the dollars you need, and then put a little bit into the smaller bucket, which is where you try new ideas and test and experiment with new things. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you're running an e-commerce store or if you got an e-commerce idea, drop in a comment down below so I can check it out. If not, see you guys in the next one. Bye.